Rewind. This is Dope Nostalgia.
Friends, welcome to episode 284 of Dope Nostalgia, and I'm your host, Naomi. We're welcoming back Joe Valenzuela, Milk Carton Pop Stars. He's the creator of that blog. Whenever you're going to look up some obscure artist, just check out his blog. Like I tell you, he's got everybody on there that you could ever imagine. No hit wonders, one hit wonders, the whole bit. I'm a little hoarse today, so forgive me. But before we get into the episode, I wanted to just tell you, we are reviewing Vanessa Williams' big smash hit album, The Comfort Zone, 1992. Here's some information on the album, but first, we're going to talk to Jules for Gen Z on the 90s and see what she knows about that decade.
Gen Z on the 90s.
Okay, Jules, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Now, I wanted to ask you a few questions about what you might not know or what you might know about the 1990s.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's start with some questions about technology. What is a Walkman?
Oh my god, that's so old. Isn't that like a talker thingy?
What do you mean by that?
So like a telephone? Like you walk and you have a pager thing?
A Walkman?
A Walkman?
Not exactly. Do you know what a cassette is?
Yeah.
It plays cassettes, and then it comes with like headphones. So you would and it comes with batteries, and then you listen to your music on your Walkman.
So it's like the old version of like Bluetooth headphones.
Yes, exactly. And then after the Walkman came the Discman, and you know what that meant. CDs.
CDs, yeah.
Okay. What is a beeper?
It's like a pager, right? And it beeps whenever someone calls you, right?
That's right. That is right. What is a note tote?
A note tote? Is that something you write on?
Or a trapper keeper. That's what they call them in the States. A trapper keeper.
I've never heard of
In
that.
Canada, it's a note tote.
A note tote. Something you write on? Or
It's a school supply. It's a binder. But it has the Velcro on it, so
Yeah.
it closes with the Velcro. And it's like the coolest
Notebook
binder
ever?
to have in the 90s.
So you were popular then.
Yeah, you always
it.
wanted one. Okay, what is Napster?
Dang, I'm doing so bad at this. And I have to start.
Have you heard of Napster?
Uh-uh.
No? Have you heard of file sharing?
I've heard of it. but I don't
LimeWire?
remember. LimeWire? No.
Okay.
Those are wacky words.
That's when MP3s first came out and people were sharing them online with file sharing software. It was called peer-to-peer sharing, and they used Napster to get all the songs they wanted for free.
No way. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. Those are weird words.
Okay. Why would someone use *69 for when making a phone call?
Someone popular to call them.
*69's to hide your caller ID.
No way.
Yeah.
So avoid scam calls and all that nowadays.
So that they don't know where you're calling from.
That's creepy. Not gonna lie.
Okay. Can you sing a 90s hit?
So we're doing do it.
Okay, what is a Dunkaroo?
Oh my god, there's those snackies we have at school. Confetti, chocolate, vanilla. At least I know what that is.
You do know what that
too.
is. That's good. What is a Pez dispenser?
Oh, the Pez things where you have candy and you fidget with them or like a toy.
Yes.
As a kid. My favorite.
And let's ask some music questions.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna do terrible.
What's your favorite kind of music? That might help me figure out what to ask you. What are you thinking?
Do know a lot of pop because I'm a pop girly.
You know pop? Okay. What do you know about the Spice Girls?
Aren't they 4-band girls?
Four?
Four?
Four girls?
Four?
They were four girls at one point, but originally five.
Five?
Yes. And then they became five again later.
Right.
That was when Ginger Spice came back to the group.
And they had blonde, no, not blonde hair. Red hair, like ginger.
That's right. Who is Alanis Morissette?
That one I have no clue.
Hmm?
I have no clue of that one.
Okay. Who is Whitney Houston?
Oh my god. She's a classic. My dad used to play CDs about her all the time.
Do you know any of her songs?
I never ask.
Okay, let's try another one. Who's Tupac?
Oh my god, I'm doing terrible. Tupac.
Tupac is a very famous rapper who got shot.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Who is Madonna?
Oh. She likes to flip her hair back and forth and sing. Oh my god, I don't know any of her songs. I need to listen to all these.
Have you heard her name?
I've heard her name. I just don't listen to songs.
And don't know any of her songs? Okay.
I know we
We'll
have
do one more. Who is Britney Spears?
Toxic Baby. Toxic Baby.
There you
The
go.
blonde one.
Yeah.
The blonde. Pretty one.
Thank you, Jules.
Welcome.
Was that fun?
Yes, I'm terrible. I need to learn more.
Wikipedia moment.
Please bear in mind that Wikipedia can be edited by anyone at any time. If I am reading you the artist's bio, then you know it's information straight from the source.
Now, friends, you see, I've already made a mistake because this album actually came out in August 1991. It was a powerhouse R&B album called The Comfort Zone. And this wasn't just her second studio album. It was the record that cemented her transition into a legitimate music superstar and solidified one of the greatest career comebacks in pop culture history. Now, her first album was a success. She had a lot of controversy because she had been Miss America and had her title stripped away due to some pictures she took that were rather revealing. Now, you know, if that happened in 2026, no one would even care, right? Well, it affected her career greatly. But this album was like, the hits were insane. Running Back to You, the lead single, an up-tempo groove that went straight to #1 on the Billboard R&B charts. Then The Comfort Zone, which hit #2 on that same chart. 1992 came the absolute juggernaut of a hit single called Save the Best for Last. That ballad skyrocketed to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed pinned at the top for 5 consecutive weeks. Now, critically and commercially, this album was a total home run. Critics raving about it praised its smooth R&B sequencing and warm vocals. And in terms of sales, it ended up going triple platinum in the US. That's over 3 million copies sold, plus gold certifications here in Canada and in Japan. So it also got 5 Grammy nominations, including Record of the Year and Song of the Year for Save the Best for Last, 3 American Music Award nominations, and 2 MTV Video Music Award nods. It remains a standout 90s classic that proved Vanessa Williams was an absolute force in music. Now, let's get to the review of The Comfort Zone with our good friend, Joe Valenzuela. Welcome back to the show. Just go right away. Welcome back, Joe. How have you been?
Good. It's been a long time. I know we chat here and there, like, you know, on a personal level, but we haven't done one of these in forever. So this is a lot of fun.
I know we've covered a lot of good artists together in the past. So we thought, I was like, man, it's been so long. And then, I don't know, it just popped into my head one day. This album was just like, I heard a song off of it and thought, oh my goodness, I should talk about this one with Joe. Yeah, let's do it.
I love this album when it came out. So this is like a good one.
Yeah, and it had a massive hit off of it. First of all, we'll let everybody know we're going to talk about the album by Vanessa Williams called The Comfort Zone. Massive, massive ballad came off this album.
Yeah.
Save the Best for Last. Oh, it was like #1 forever. And it's catchy and it's good. And it's like the whole song pretty much sounds the same throughout, except for like the bridge.
Yeah.
You know? But it's still, I think when you hear that one, a lot of people still remember it.
Yeah, I think it's probably her signature song, if you will. It's not necessarily my favorite, but we'll get into that. But you know, I feel like it's the
Yep.
one when you say Vanessa Williams, people are like, "Oh, save the best for last." Or what was the other one from Pocahontas? I think Colors of the
Colors of
Wind.
the Wind.
Other one, yeah, she kind of, yeah, like she just kind of became known for all these like ballads and like, you know, like soundtrack songs, and it's kind of
Mhm.
where she kind of like fell into. It was like her sweet spot for a while.
She's the most gorgeous woman, hey?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Like she's
Um,
done it all.
yeah, I mean, she was what the first Black Miss America in the US.
1984.
Yeah, and then it was famously decrowned because of some nude photos that surfaced. Like now that would be like nothing, but back then it was like, oh my God, like oh,
Yeah,
you
now
know,
I'd be like, who cares? That's their
yeah,
album cover.
whatever. Yeah, exactly. Everyone has an OnlyFans or something, but back then it was just like, oh my God, like, you know,
Yeah, so she stepped down from her title, but then she got into music and she
right.
put out her first debut album, The Right Stuff, 1988. It did pretty good.
Yeah, I love that first album, The Right Stuff. That's like my jam. Reminds me of like coming home after school and watching like Club MTV. Like,
Mhm.
and I remember Dreaming was the other big song from that album. It's a
I don't know.
ballad. It went like top 10 in the US. I'm not sure about Canada and everywhere else in the world, but it was kind of
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe it was like a foreshadowing because that was like her big hit. That was like her first top 10 hit and it was like a ballad, so maybe it was like, oh, this is what she's gonna be known for.
Well, she's like a triple threat. She sings, she dances, she acts, she does it all. And she was even on Desperate Housewives for a while. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah. And Ugly Betty, famously, Wilhelmina Slater.
Yeah.
Uh, so and I can't remember the name of it, but one of my favorite, it's like this bad like Christmas movie about like do you know which one I'm talking about? It's like about a girl group from the 80s and then it's kind of like
I'm
you know,
looking at
yeah, like Christmas past, present, and the future and like how she went on to like leave her bandmates behind. I can't remember what it's called, but like a Diva's Christmas or
Diva's
something.
Christmas Carol
Yeah, there
2000.
you go. There you go. I swear they would play it on VH1 like every Christmas.
She looks fierce on that cover. Woo!
And they made up some like or there were some like songs that were made for the movie that are supposed to be like, like 80s girl group songs that like you would love. Like
I
there are a
can't
lot of
believe I've never seen this. This
oh
seems like right up my alley.
yeah, maybe this Christmas they'll show it or something. It'll be on TV or something.
Chili from TLC's in it.
Okay, that's right. I can't honestly, it's been years since I've seen it, but I just remember that movie.
Totally up my alley. I'll have to
Yeah.
watch it this Christmas.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Anyways, so we're going to talk about her album, The Comfort Zone, today, that came out in August of 1991. I felt
Where
like
were
it was
you in August of 1991?
where was well, I was hard in my New Kids phase, I'm sure.
Okay.
Like guaranteed. It's not a phase, by the way. So
Oh, yeah,
I
I
just
know.
took that back. uh,
Will travel for New Kids on the Block.
um, yeah. What were you doing in 91?
90 August of 91, I was starting my freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was like a lot like it's funny because I associate like this album and like Martika's Kitchen by Martika. Those were albums that came out right at the beginning of my freshman year of high school. So yeah, so I was, a geeky kid with braces and big poofy hair and wearing like silk shirts. Like remember those were really popular in the early 90s.
Yes.
So, jamming out to these songs. So, yeah, that's kind of where I was in the world. And I was still in my like very much my pop like dance R&B phase, like because then later on in high school I really got into like alternative music. But I still always listen to pop music and even though this is more like R&B, New Jack Swing album, I still consider it pop music. So
New Jack Swing is like one of my favorite genres of all time. As
I
anyone who listens to this show knows, I just go crazy for it. So
but
any elements of that, I'm like, woo, I'm all over it.
yeah.
All over it. Later on in the show today, I'm going to do something different with you too. I'm going to ask you some fun questions about your musical taste growing up and stuff. Okay, this is
Okay.
something a little bit different that I've
All right.
cooked up.
Sounds
Um,
good.
have you ever seen Vanessa Williams live?
I have not. And
Me
I'm kind of
neither.
surprised. Like, this is gonna sound awful, but I don't know if she does like the pride scene, like when like women of from that era, like a lot of female singers, they're obviously embraced by like their gay fans, and they were always performing at like gay pride events, and I'm like, I'm surprised she never came, or they never brought her. Or maybe I think when she would have been doing that, that's probably when she was like really hot and heavy in her acting. So she's probably like, I don't need,
Maybe,
you
but
know, kind
I
of what
could
I'm
totally.
thinking.
It would be amazing if she did that. If she like
Yeah.
took part in Pride and played and did a few songs, because I don't even know if she performs live anymore at all.
I feel like because she released something new. Sorry, and your favorite person is
I'm
here.
hey baby.
Remember Boo? Um, yeah, I know she released something new, like maybe in the last couple of years. Some I can't
Hmm.
remember what the song was called. It was a fun song and it had like dance remixes, something about late. It was called I can't remember. I'm really bad right now. I'm like, ugh, it's like the older I get, I can't remember all these facts like I used to off the top of my head. But I know she was still releasing some music, so I feel like she's had to done something. Like I don't know why I feel like she's done the Vegas or something, but maybe I'm making that up.
She 2024 she released a new single called Legs Keep Dancing from her
There you
ninth
go.
studio album Survivor, which came, yeah, 2024.
Okay.
And she launched her own record label for the release. So I wonder when you launch your own record label, what your intentions are. Is it just to put your stuff out, or do you want to like discover new talent and sign them? What do you do? Depends.
I don't know. I feel like back in the day it was more of that. Like, like every artist had like their own record label or like, I think for every Madonna Maverick Records there was, like 10, you know, nothing ever came of it. Didn't like Paula
Yep.
Abdul record label at some point too, like when her third album came out? Or I may be making that up, but I feel like she did,
I feel like she might have. Yeah.
right?
She was
I don't
signed
know.
to Virgin, right? For her
Yeah,
first two.
for the first and then the third one too, but then I feel like it came out like on an imprint that was like her label.
Like
So
Virgin A&M. Oh, maybe.
like Debbie Gibson's had like three different record labels now. Like I can't keep up.
It's like that gives them the control over what they're
Yeah,
doing, but they still get distributed through a major label. They have to be under an umbrella, right?
yeah,
Or that stuff's not getting out.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Did
yeah,
you own this album?
I did. I had the CD. I remember. I don't know. Did Canada have long boxes or was that only a US thing?
I never saw long boxes in
Okay, that
Canada.
was it. That was a US thing. We like to waste paper, apparently. But,
No, we didn't have
but
them.
it was cool because you would go to the record store. They did it for like security reasons, so people wouldn't like steal the CDs. But they would come in this long box, and I actually have a couple here. I have to find them, but I don't have them on hand. But I remember buying it, and it's basically like you got like a free like mini poster. Like we would cut them up and like hang them in our lockers or in our bedroom. But yes, I did have the album, and then as I tend to do whenever I do one of these with you, I pull out any like records I have or any vinyl, and I had some
Yes.
Winch singles. So I have
Ooh,
Running Back to You,
cool.
Work to Do,
It's
and then
blurring because you have your blur on.
oh, sorry, and then The Comfort Zone, the title track.
Look how gorgeous she is in that picture.
Oh, sorry, this was the other one that kind of got
Work to
blurred.
do. I remember. It's blurry. I think it's
Blurry.
the color or something that why that
Oh,
was
kind
blurring.
of like
We got it now.
all right, but yeah, so I had these, and then these I have from back in the day. But yeah, I remember buying the album. I remember hearing the first single and being like, "Oh my God, this is like the coolest song!" And like,
That's my favorite, still is my favorite song on the album. But to go back to the long boxes thing, I remember we had like, especially for cassettes, a long plastic case that had a lock on it. So
yeah,
they would just, the cassette would be sitting at the top and it looked like this big long handle thing. And
right,
then
yes,
you'd take it to the cashier and they'd unlock it and take
yes,
the tape out.
yes.
But then when I went to the US as a teenager, and I remember for some reason, we couldn't get Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch music for the people here.
Oh,
And
really?
I found it there and it was in the long box. And I saw all these long
Oh,
boxes and I'm like, these are so cool. Why don't we have this back home?
it
What is this? This is amazing. So I got
was
that.
so cool. Did
Big
you
long
guys have
box.
well, here they were called the cutout bin when like an album undersold and they couldn't return them back to the record label, they would punch holes through the barcodes and they would put them in a discount bin, and it was like $2, anywhere from like $1 to like maybe $5. And you would like discover some amazing albums that way. And that I vividly remember that because then the long box would have like a little like, you know, shape cut out of it because where the barcode was. It's so weird. Like, yeah, but
Ruined me.
I know, but I bought so many albums that way.
You know, it's funny though, I always thought that cutout, like if it had a hole punch in it, that it was a promo copy.
Oh, well, sometimes it was that too. Yeah, it was, but yeah, but I think it was more like a if it was a hole, I think it was a promo copy, but I think if it was like literally like a hole in the actual case, that's because it was like, I don't have any CDs in here. Sorry. I'm like, but it would be like imagine if this was a CD, it would be like a little like chunk cut out. Like
Oh, that. Okay, so
yeah,
that's
like where the barcode is and like that's how it would be. Like it was cassettes, records, CDs, like
I
yeah.
wonder if that meant that the sale of that record wouldn't go towards the artist's
I
album
think
sale
so.
count.
Yeah, because
It's not fair.
yeah, at that point it was considered like a discontinued album, like out of print or whatever. So,
Should be
oh
worth
well,
more.
yeah, that's how I discovered
Ah,
like no
um,
hit wonders. That
yeah,
way,
no hit wonders are the best.
I love them. Yeah,
Oh man, there's so many I want to have on this show too. But anyway, now you had Milk Carton Pop Stars, right?
yes,
The blog. It's
yes.
still up there, guys, if you want to check it out.
I
And
know. Yeah.
I think like haven't you had actual artists comment on where they are? Like go on and
I
be like, hey,
have.
it's me.
Yeah, like God, I don't even remember the last time I updated that blog. It was like in the 2000s, when the whole blogging craze was a thing. And I know we've talked about it before, but it was just kind of like where are they now? Like, but I would pick people that weren't like super popular or not that they weren't popular, but maybe they weren't like household names. Like there was someone that had like a hit or two, but I just kind of whatever happened to them. And yeah, I had a couple people comment. I had Icy Blue, if you remember
Yep.
her. I want
That
to
was
be
the
a
one I was thinking
girl.
of.
Icy Blue. I had one of the guys from Lanier comment. Who else? I got to interview a couple people. I interviewed Stacy Q. Um, I interviewed Keedy. I don't know if Keedy was big in Canada at all.
Yeah, she had a hit in Canada.
Save Some Love. That was like her big hit.
Yep.
Um, so I interviewed her, and then who else did I interview? I don't know if anyone remembers this guy, Chris Cuevas. He was like
Yep.
signed. He was managed by Debbie Gibson's mom. And then he ended up doing like country music around that time, and I interviewed him. Yeah, it was fun. And I always keep thinking like, man, I should bring it back like via TikTok or something. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
Where are they now? Yes, Milk Carton Pop Stars TikTok. That would be amazing.
I think so. Yeah, I'll think about it in my spare time.
I will support you 100%.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes. So, in order to research this album today, I was mentioning to you earlier, I did listen to it twice in the last month. And what surprised me was that I kind of don't remember a lot of the songs except for like the singles as it normally goes. But
Yeah,
I had been praising this album and it come to realize that I only like about half the stuff on it.
I agree with you. Yeah, I remember like listening to it back in the day, and like I kind of you know glommed onto like the upbeat songs, and I feel it's not that I'm not a ballad person, but like I don't know, it's just like it I don't know, something about ballads, it has to just be like one of those like oh like it just gets you because like we were talking about her big hit being Save the Best for Last, but I always thought that song was so cheesy like
Yeah.
schmaltzy, like just kind of like you
Well, like I
know.
said, it's like the same melody repeats over and over.
Yeah. It's funny because me and my one of my best friends, we always talk about Vanessa Williams' music career, and we're like, she teased us with, like the right stuff and running back to you, and then she went all soccer mom on us and like recorded all those like like
Oh,
cheesy ballads. And I mean, don't get me wrong, she has like a lovely voice and it suits
yes.
her, but it's just those weren't the songs I was like a fan of. And going back and listening to the album because I hadn't listened to it. Like I listened to the singles, but not like the album tracks. And I felt the same way as you. Like it was like, well, four of these songs sound just like Save the Best for Last, or like,
Hmm.
they kind of all just kind of like sounded the same after a while. And I don't know if it was because the people that produced those songs, maybe that's what it had to do with it, or I don't know, but it was just kind of like
Mm. Bored
I know,
me.
yeah, I noticed the same thing. And it's funny because Save the Best for Last was produced by Keith Thomas, and like Keith Thomas has done like worked with a lot of people from back in the day.
Oh
So, but I
yeah.
guess the stuff was a little more pop. Like I remember he worked with like I'm looking up right now, like he did songs with Amy Grant, Baby Baby.
Oh, that's a great song.
Let's see, he worked with James Ingram, People Bryson, Deborah Cox, Regina Belle. Oh, and he produced I Could Fall in Love by Selena, which was her
Oh.
first posthumous, English crossover hit. So yeah, so I mean I guess it kind of makes sense because his style is a little more adult contemporary. That's the word I want to use. I don't want to
Mhm.
offend anyone's musical taste.
AC.
There you go, very AC. But yeah, and it's like I don't know if you remember if you have any memories of the album other than Running Back to You being really popular. Of course, my dog's barking. He
I
loves Dear
do. I remember, like I said, I remember about four songs as well. Um, and we'll get to those songs. I want to comment that the cover of the album is beautiful colors, like
Oh, she's stunning, stunning woman.
gorgeous sunset behind her, and she's like in front of some water in like this very sheer. It looks like it could be wet, the shirt she's
Yeah.
wearing.
It looks like almost like it was like it could be like a men's dress shirt, but it's probably not. But I think that's the illusion they were giving. You know,
Yeah.
looking. I don't have this album on vinyl, and I really should track down a copy before it gets hard to get. But I'm looking at the back of the singles, and they have like like a mini version of it. And yeah, so
Mhm.
imagine the long box. It was literally just like her body, like that was the
Yeah.
long box.
When you open the long box and then yeah, you take the CD out and then it's just the standard square, right?
Yeah, it's just a regular CD, but it's just kind of like hidden in there. Yeah, and it's
Um,
so funny because they go for so much money now on eBay.
really? They don't do
God,
long boxes anymore?
no, they stopped doing those. Probably in like 93, I want to say, is when they stopped doing them.
Oh, okay. So it
Yeah,
wasn't
so
that
it
long.
was like the 80s, definitely the 80s into the early 90s. And then they stopped doing them, and that's when you would just buy the CD like they would either have them just like, loose like that, or they would come in like a similar like security case like the cassettes came in. Because
Yeah.
I remember I told you my parents had a record store back in the day, and
Mhm.
that's how we used to have all our CDs in those security cases and the cassettes. So,
They beep if you walk out the door.
well, no, because we were like an independent store, so we didn't actually have a security system.
Make it look like it's going to though.
Yeah, but it was like they were hard to get out. You couldn't really get them out unless you had
Yeah.
like a
Like,
key, or if you tried cutting them open, you would like ruin the actual CD case. So
yeah.
kind of like a
So man,
win-win. Yeah. But yeah, I remember buying the CD and like going to mainstream records in Milwaukee where I grew up, and yeah, on a Tuesday probably because in the US at least that's when new releases came out. I don't know if
mhm.
they followed that in other countries, but that was, new release Tuesday back in the
I
day. And
miss it being Tuesday. I do.
no, like I remember going to like Tower Records for like midnight releases or the Virgin Megastore. Like, ugh,
Mhm.
I miss
Oh,
all that.
Milwaukee. Been close, but not there.
That's fine.
It's fine.
I, I
The
haven't
two cities
lived
like
there since
touch.
I haven't lived there since 1999, so it's been like a really long time.
Chicago and Milwaukee like touch basically. Like,
Basically, like Milwaukee's about like an hour and a half north of Chicago, like drive.
mhm.
Yeah, I don't know how many miles or kilometers that is. So,
The furthest north I've been in Chicago was with you. I'm pretty sure. And we
oh,
went to that
went to
blues
Rosemont.
club,
Oh, yeah. Was that Reggie's? No,
Kingston
not
Mines.
Reggie's. Kingston Mines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, that was a
Interesting.
fun night.
Oh my goodness, was I ever drunk? That was so funny. My friends got a kick out of the little videos we made too. And then
Like,
oh, anyways,
yeah, my
back to
best.
this album.
Yeah.
It charted pretty well though, obviously, because Save the Best for Last was killing it.
Yeah.
Just trying to see what the actual album did.
I was looking it up earlier. It went 3 times platinum in the US, so that's 3 million. And I saw it went gold in Canada
Hmm.
and gold in Japan. So wait, I'm looking. It peaked at number 17 on the Billboard 200, and then in Canada, it peaked at number 24.
It did number one in on the R&B hip hop chart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So she had a lot of success on the R&B charts
Yeah.
back in the day. Because I know like the first album even had some singles that charted that were big there, but like I don't even remember them being hits on the pop charts.
5 Grammy Award nominations. That's impressive. She didn't win any of them though,
No.
but Save the Best for Last. We've got most of those noms. And
Okay.
then, yeah, I think she did. She didn't, same with MTV Music Video Awards and the AMAs, all nominations, no wins.
Damn it.
Frustrating. Ah, what can you do? Anyway,
Poor
song by
Vanessa.
song by song. I'm not going to go too crazy because there's going to be songs that we're just like, I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah.
It was pretty immemorable, but the Comfort Zone opens up the self-titled track. It's nice.
It's a great song. And before we hopped on this, I was like rewatching some of the videos. Like obviously I remember the video for like Running Back to You and Save the Best for Last, but I was
Yes.
like, remember the Comfort Zone video? And then I started watching it. I was like, oh, I remember this video now. It's very in line with the album cover artwork. Like it's very
Yeah.
like the desert, and it's a gorgeous video. Yeah. So.
Check this out. Oh, yeah.
Where do you go when there's a need to be loved like you need to be loved? Oh, I'll let you know just what to do and where to go. Hey, welcome to the comfort zone. When you need to be loved like you need to be, welcome to the comfort zone. Do whatever feels right and turns you on. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hello, listeners. It has been such an experience doing this show for the last 5+ years, but it gets expensive. If you didn't know, there's a lot of costs that go into making a podcast. That's why we have our Patreon page, patreon.com/dope nostalgia. That's where you can go and subscribe, get all the extra details, bonus videos, and early podcast release for as little as $1 a month. Please subscribe today and help support one of your favorite podcasts.
Yo, what's up? This is Trust 1/5 from the 90s R&B group High Five, and you're rocking with the Dope Nostalgia Podcast.
Throw on your Jinkos, Baby Tees, and Doc Martens, grab your Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper, and join Jackie and Danielle on a journey to the late 90s as we reminisce about the movies of our youth on the No More Late Fees podcast. Don't forget your flannel and butterfly clips. And remember, be kind and rewind.
Hello there. I am Jonathan Simkin. I'm the president of 604 Records. I'm here to welcome you to my new podcast, I Hate Simkin. It's not really about hatred of Simkin, though. That's what my life's about, but that's not what the podcast is about. I think if you watch it, you're going to learn some pretty interesting things about what goes on behind the scenes in the music business, how it works, and by that I mean how it really works, how it works when you're behind the scenes. And not just things like how do you make a hit, but even all the petty kind of stuff. Who was fighting with who? Why were they fighting? Something about being with my wife and running into him. I just saw red, and we actually got into a fist fight. So you're going to hear all sorts of weirdo gossip spoken by a bunch of old in the music business like me. I'm going to have guests like Mike Kruger from Nickelback, Michael McCarty, Jody Ferniehow. And if you like what you hear, and I know you're going to, you should hit the subscribe button. It's going to be all sorts of crazy week after week.
So stupid. Great legs.
Thank you.
How do you get them?
I used to do aerobics till I dropped. Then I found Thigh Master. Every single time you squeeze Thigh Master, you strengthen and tone right where you need it. So it's easy to squeeze your way to shapely hips and thighs.
I thought I'd never fit into these jeans again. Thank you, Thigh Master.
I recommend it and use it.
The secret to shapely thighs is exercising these muscles with just the right resistance. This balance resistance coil is designed to give you results quickly and comfortably. Want to tone your upper chest and arms? Thigh Master will give you excellent results. Thigh Master. We may not have been born with great legs, but now we can look like we were.
To order your Thigh Master, call 1-800-223-2200. Have your credit card ready or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $4.50 for shipping and handling to this address. No CODs, please. If you're not fully satisfied, return it in 30 days for your money back. Plus, if you call right now, we'll also send you Suzanne's Slender for Life plan absolutely free. Thigh Master is not available in stores, so act right now.
So that was a great song.
Yeah, and it's kind of a mid-tempo track. It's not too wild. Just really casual. I like it.
Me too. It's a good one.
Running Back to You, first single off the album. It
Love
is
it.
my favorite song on the album.
Agree.
Upbeats, got that New Jack feel.
Absolutely.
Another
And
strong video.
that video is just like, I mean, just stunning in that video. And it looks very current too. Like, even though I know it's that like high, like glam, like supermodel, like early 90s look, but it still feels very current. Like, you know.
Yes, can still enjoy it watching it and hearing that tune. Work to Do featuring Drez. I'm not sure who that is. I guess it says here Andreas Drez Vargas Titus is an American hip hop artist known for being the lead rapper of Black Sheep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I know Black Sheep. There you go.
Okay. Well, I know this song is a cover of the Isley Brothers.
Yes.
The Isley Brothers. So I wasn't familiar with their song. So to me, it was like, you know, Vanessa Williams.
That's the way it happens when we're kids because we're hearing things for the first time, and then you find out later that they're covers, and you're like, "What?"
Yeah. Like I see Tiffany on your wall, and I keep thinking like, I didn't know. I think We're Alone Now was a cover. I didn't know I saw him standing there was a cover. Like
it was just it's both of them were Tiffany songs to me.
Exactly. Still are.
Still are. Work to Do sounds like Freedom 90 by George Michael.
I can hear that.
The music.
Yeah.
In the verse piano and the beat to it.
Yeah.
Not really so much in the chorus, but in the verses. I was like, oh, this is reminding me of something. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I'm looking at the 12-inch here, and on the cover it says Work to Do featuring Black Sheep. It doesn't like call out him by himself.
Okay.
I need to turn my blur off.
That's okay. I see it.
But I was like, oh, that's cool. And it's funny because I haven't listened to some of these remixes in forever. You know, I feel like in the streaming age, we're like so spoiled with having everything at our fingertips. So, and then sometimes it's like, wait a minute, like I have that on vinyl. Let me like pull that out and like dust off the record player.
You have a lot of vinyls, don't you?
I know, I have too many. And it's funny because I was
don't say too many.
well, no, I was watching an interview with this band from Spain, and they were talking about how vinyl's like so popular now with the kids and da, da, da. And like, and one of the members is like, yeah, but for them it's just like it's an object. They don't listen to it. It's just like they just like to collect it. And I'm like, oh my God, am I that person now? Because you know, it's like I'm always buying stuff, and then it's like, wait, I haven't opened this. I have so much stuff I need to open.
Such an expensive habit.
I know.
Like there was a vinyl fair here a couple months ago, and I went, and I at least, hey, I was getting good deals because I think I bought about 15, 20 albums, but I spent like 300 and something,
Wow.
and I was like, holy shit, I have no control over myself. I even got the original Milli Vanilli album too on
Oh,
vinyl.
do I have that on vinyl? I don't know, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
Have you
So
got all the new kids ones on vinyl?
I have all the New Kids on vinyl except the original New Kids on the Block album. I saw it and it was a new one. I think it's a new original. But it was like $75 and I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to this.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to that album because I don't really care for it because it's very dated.
Yeah, but it's
It's my boys.
popsicle on it.
His Stop It Girl.
Stop it, girl.
I'm team Stop It Girl.
I
Are you
love
team
that song.
Popsicle?
I love popsicle and I love Angel and I like Treat Me Right.
Did
You
you
know,
know at Wahlburgers you can get a drink called Popsicle and they put a popsicle in it?
stop. I need to go. Next time
That's
you're here, maybe we'll have to meet up.
I hope I get to come back.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because you mentioned that album. I have it on vinyl because I found it in a cutout bin back in the day for like I think
Oh,
$7. If I ever see another one, I'll buy it for you.
thank
Like
you.
out and about because I feel like I don't know, like people here like they don't appreciate stuff like that. Like, you
Yeah.
know, but
No.
I get it if it's at a record like a collector's show, they're gonna,
But if you can
shine.
find something that nobody else cares about, but you care about it, and it's like, whoa.
Exactly.
You know what I
Exactly.
found? I found I think it's Got to Tell Me Something by Anna, the vinyl
Oh, the
single.
12-inch?
And it was like $5.
That's a good one. There's some good
And I was
remixes.
like, nobody knows, but this is an amazing thing. And I'm like, I swiped it right away.
Good for you.
Because
We
yeah,
still have to
nobody
get her
knew.
on your show at some
Anna,
point.
we were so close to getting Anna. And I love you, Anna. Please,
Love
please.
you.
We'll keep trying.
Body language forever.
Greatest.
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
it.
it's weird. I don't know how she followed me on Instagram, but I think it was around the time when she was trying to like create some buzz again, and
Yeah.
I
She
followed
put all
her.
her she'd put her music on streaming.
Yeah, with the help of with Raymond, the guy. He's
Mhm.
a friend of mine too. He's like a Barbie collector. That's how I met him, but he's the one that's behind bringing Regina Richards back out there on social media and stuff like that. So I know he had a lot to do with that. But
He's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. But anyways, back to Vanessa
Back to
Williams.
Vanessa Williams. Okay, you're right. Um, the song number 4, You Gotta Go. I remember this one because I remember, okay, first of all, it's a duet with Brian McKnight.
Right, who was huge back in the day.
And the song's okay. Like the best part is the pre-chorus where they're like going do 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 do. That part.
Okay.
The chorus is boring.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know.
how
I
I
don't know
felt.
if it was like a thing where the album was, I don't want to say rushed, but maybe just because the first album had like enough success, there was like maybe pressure to like put out a really good follow-up.
Hmm.
But I think if in all fairness, I mean, it sold 3 million copies in the US alone. So, not to mention other, figures worldwide, but so it was a success, it wasn't like a flop. It was like,
No.
so, but like you said before, so a lot of the songs kind of sound the same.
Yeah, it just felt like there was some filler on there for sure.
Yeah.
Is there any other songs on here that you actually would like to go over?
I really, really, really love Freedom Dance, Get Free.
Yeah.
That was a good one. And I don't know if you remember this, but the very first episode of Melrose Place, the final scene where all the roommates jump into the pool, that's the song that's playing. So I forever associate that song with Melrose Place.
What a good observation. I
Yeah.
like that.
I love that song. That was a great song.
It is. It was good. More
I
upbeat.
don't think it was a single. I think it was like a club only song or something. Like, I don't know, but I love that song.
Just for Tonight was a single and another ballad, but it was like, I don't even remember it. When I heard it, it didn't
Either, and I
ring a
went back
bell.
and watched the video and I was like, I don't even remember this video.
No,
Um, if the video's really pretty, she looks like she looks great, but it's
she's
kind of like
always hot and beautiful.
yeah. But yeah, like there's some songs like and the names are escaping me right now, but there was like two or three songs that kind of had like that early 90s like they reminded me of like Just Want to Hold You by Jasmine Guy, like that kind of
Oh, right.
like that kind of you know what I'm talking about? Like I don't
Mm.
there was a couple and it might have been was it Stranger's Eyes, maybe that was the one I'm thinking of. Like I said,
Oh,
I can't up aside from the singles, like a lot of these songs don't like pop out to me. I feel awful saying that. But there were a couple that kind of had that same vibe, like that early 90s R&B kind of like a mid-tempo, like it could have like if it was sped up, it could have been like a New Jack Swing song, but it was like,
yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? I don't know if any of
Yep.
those stuck to you.
I just found them dull. That's all. Like the melodies didn't really do anything for me.
Yeah.
Like this, basically the first half of the album, awesome. Second half,
Yeah.
bored, except Freedom Dance.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was another upbeat song. I think it's Two of a Kind.
Hmm.
Kind of a little more funk, like it. But I'm looking at the last like one, two, three, four songs. Those were all done by Keith Thomas. And he's the one that did Save the Best for Last. So maybe that's why they all.
He's a ballad guy.
I guess. Oh, the one song that I didn't mind that was a ballad. I think it was What Will I Tell My Heart. It kind of had like this jazzy
The
like feel to it,
jazz.
right?
That was the
That
jazz one, right?
yeah, I like that one. That was a good one.
Okay.
But
I
other than that, it's just like I don't know. It's
did notice the last song on the album called Goodbye. Oh, cliche. Oh, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Goodbye. Where else would you put it on the album, though, right? One of the writers is Gary Chapman. Gary Chapman is Amy Grant's ex-husband, and he's also a Christian songwriter and talk show host.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Amy Grant connection there, I guess. Another one.
We got Amy Grant, Melrose Place,
Uh,
Selena.
yeah, but I'm gonna say like I really yeah, running back to you, strong choice for the first single because it
Yeah,
truly was the best.
I agree. It's because I was reading it might have been Wikipedia, but she actually wanted The Comfort Zone to be the first single.
Hmm.
That label said no, Running Back to You, because it was a summer release and they wanted like an upbeat song. And I think I agree with you. It was the right choice.
They were smart. Actually, I was just thinking, were they gonna put Save the Best for Last as the last song?
Yeah.
They didn't. Yeah, it's for the best. But yeah, I'm a big Vanessa Williams fan. Love the lady. This
Yeah.
was a great moment in time for her, and it was good to see her get that success, especially when she'd had such a rough go in the 80s with the controversy and stuff. So, yeah.
I don't know. For me, this was like peak Vanessa Williams, like musically.
Yeah.
Because
I,
I feel like everything after was very adult contemporary focused.
of course, like you were talking about, Colors of the Wind was a great song.
Yeah. And do you remember what was the
Cat,
song
you Scooty
she had
Doo.
out like in the late 90s? It sampled New Shoes.
Oh, I don't know.
Uh, oh my God, what was it called?
My cat,
Happiness. That's
my cat is tapping me for attention. Did you see this?
oh, we got another Abu.
He was he was doing this on my shoulder.
He's like,
It
pay
was really
attention.
cute. Oh, okay. Yeah, very. You were right. What was the name of the song you're thinking of?
The song was called Happiness, and it was the first single from her album called Next. And I'm just looking up. I didn't realize it was produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Oh, then it's got to be good.
It's a really good song, and it samples "I Can't Wait" by New Shoes. Remember? I
Can't
can't
wait.
wait.
Oh,
But I
I hear
remember
that.
this is where this whole conversation came with my friend because I remember like I love that song, and then I bought the album and it was all ballads. I was like, she always gets you with that like banger, and then it's like you buy the album, you're just like, oh,
I think when you have so many ballads, it kind of oversaturates the. How do I say this? It makes the ballads not as good because
yeah,
there's no standout ballad,
exactly.
right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he's doing it again.
Aw,
Hello, mom.
cutie.
He's a sucky baby.
Aw.
Anyway, I love him. But yeah, I wanted to ask you some other questions today too about like stuff that you growing up with the music and all that that you liked.
Sure.
Um, First of all, did I ever ask you, did you join Columbia House Record Club?
Oh yeah. Didn't we all?
When someone says they didn't, I'm like, what?
I joined it. I signed up my grandfather for it. I think like maybe my dog or something.
Only a third of their members were real.
I know. And
Oh,
honestly, I just remember ordering a lot of like greatest hits albums.
yeah.
Like I was like, oh, let me get like, because I was one of those people that would just buy everything. So then
Mhm.
when I'm like looking, I was like, oh, well, like I remember one of the first CDs I got from Columbia House was Cyndi Lauper's 12 Deadly Sins.
Oh, wow.
And I always liked her, but I was never like a fan. But then when I bought that, I was like, oh, I like this. So then I went and like sought out all her like albums, and yeah, I just kind of like went down a rabbit hole. But yeah, I was definitely guilty of Columbia House. And then there was another one, at least here in the US, it was I think BMG Music Club. I
Yep.
think I think that one too. So
Yep.
yeah.
That
And
we
I
had that too.
remember the CDs that came from BMG Music Club had a different barcode and it literally said BMG Music Club, whereas Columbia House just had the regular barcode.
Did you notice that the BMG didn't put out anything that was on Sony Columbia?
Oh, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause Columbia House, and then who knew years later they would like merge.
Yeah. That's why I just did another podcast with another podcast friend. And he's
Huh.
like, see, that's why you didn't get New Kids on the Block on your BMG
Oh.
list.
Uh,
I'm like, oh, I get it now. I get it now. Um, who were your 90s crushes?
well, Jordan Nathaniel Marcel Knight was my first crush.
Share him.
Everyone's always like, it's scary that you always say his full name. It's like you
We
have
knew
to.
we knew all the details about him because he wrote all the surveys in Bop and Teen Beat magazine.
I had a subscription to Bop magazine back in the day.
Bop was the best because
Um,
it had the best quality pages.
so definitely Jordan Knight. I had a crush on, who else did I have a crush on? I had a crush on, well, I had a crush on Marky Mark too, but I think it had to
Yeah.
do more with health finance than anything. Um, I had a crush on too was George Lamond.
Oh, he's so cute.
I thought he was cute, especially like, yeah, I thought he was so cute in the Bad of the Heart video because he had like that look that all the guys in the early 90s had. Like he looked like he stepped out of like Chess King or Merry-Go-Round.
He's been on the
So,
show.
oh, well, George, I had a crush on you. If you're
Yeah,
listening. I'm trying to
he's
think if there
good.
was anyone else. Musical crushes. Yeah, that's all I can think of. But oh, and I had a huge crush on Damon Pampolina from the party.
He's a Jordan.
I
He's a
know.
Jordan type.
Yeah, he was like totally, he was, like tall, dark. Well, he wasn't tall, but tall, dark, and handsome, if you will.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of had that same look. I guess that's like what I
I
like.
think
I
it
don't
was his hair. I was like, oh, he's got like Jordan hair, but even bigger.
Yeah, all the guys from the party had great hair.
Hmm. I love the party.
Ugh.
You guys, they rule.
Ugh, the party. Oh my God, I'm looking. Sorry. I just realized I had this here, my New Kids on the Block tour book.
You got that one? That's so cool.
I got to see, and because I had a crush on Dino, and when I saw New Kids for my 13th birthday, it was like, I think the day before my birthday, the day after my birthday. So it was January of 1990. It was New Kids on the Block, the Cover Girls, and Dino. That was the lineup I saw. So
Mm.
it was such a good show.
They always had the best openers.
No.
Sweet
But yeah,
Sensation.
I love Sweet Sensation.
Yeah, they did. They had remember Rick West?
Oh my God, north, south, east, and west. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to find Rick West.
I did a piece on him on Milk Carton Pop Stars, like, like whenever I was doing that, like in the 2000s. And the last I had heard, he owned like a pizza shop somewhere like on the East Coast in the US. That's all I could find
He
about
should
him.
be. he should be easy to find.
I
And he's
know.
not.
I mean, he
Did you
was
know
cute. He kind of looked like Elvis and had that kind of like, you know, oh my God, Rick West.
Glenn Medeiros? Did you know that he's a high school or he's a school principal in
Yes, I
Hawaii?
think his daughter, I think, is on TikTok all the time and like posting videos
Yeah,
with. Yeah, I used to love Glenn Medeiros. Like, I especially love the song he did with Bobby Brown. That was a good one.
that was very good. Is that on my own?
No, On My Own was from
Oh, that
the
was from Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. It was like She Ain't Worth It. She ain't worth it.
Worth it. Good girl ain't worth it.
That was that one. Glenn Medeiros and Bobby Brown. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know who else I've been trying to get? Timmy T.
Oh, Timmy T. Yeah. He had a song that like of course everyone knows One More Try, but he had a song on that album, or maybe it's the follow-up. It was called Time After Time. It's such a good
Mhm.
freestyle song. Like, oh my God. Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
one.
Timmy T. I know you saw my request.
Timmy T
Come here on the show.
was
Okay. Do you prefer, we know you collect vinyl, but
yeah,
would you prefer if you were collecting these, I'm tongue-tied, cassettes or CDs,
CDs.
quality wise? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I like the fact that you could skip through the CD and like I'm a big fan of playing things on shuffle. And I
Hmm.
think that started with my CDs because back in the day I would just like, oh, what does this button do? And I like that wasn't in the same order. So
Hmm.
sometimes I don't even know what order an album's in because I always listen to music on shuffle. So that's just me.
Me
Yeah,
too.
definitely CDs. So I do have some cassettes in my collection. So
There's a small box of cassettes that I still have. Very small. They just crumble into, they haven't crumbled into dust yet, but I feel like they will.
yeah, I still have a bunch of my like singles. I don't know, or cassette singles.
Hmm.
From back in the day, when my mom was selling her house, and I went and I'm keeping all these, so I should find them. I think that would be a fun show to do.
Do you play video games or did you back then?
Um, kind of. I remember like playing Nintendo, but I was never like hardcore about it, you
Hmm.
know. Um, yeah, I remember playing like Super Mario and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was like a big thing.
The standards, the
Ooh.
Nintendo standards.
Yeah. But yeah, but that's like as far as I got. Like I was never like into Sega, Genesis, or any of that stuff. I know that other 90s kids were
Hmm.
too busy buying CDs.
What were the best magazines? You already mentioned Bop.
Bop. I love Bop. Oh God, I had a boo. Who are you barking at? You know what my favorite magazine was? And then they stopped making it in the US with Smash Hits. I think they stopped around 89 in the US, but then it continued overseas. So like I would buy it. Like there was a bookstore in downtown Milwaukee that would sell like British magazines. So
I thought
that's how I
Smash Hits
kind of like
was from started in
cool.
England. Was it not?
Yeah, and it was such a cool magazine and like it was like all our favorites were always in Smash Hits. Like New Kids were always in there, Martika was always in there, Kylie, everyone.
The Smash
Um
Hits poll winners parties.
Yes. Oh my God. I
Oh,
have one on VHS. I recorded it. I remember they showed it and it was like they played it on Nickelodeon for whatever reason and like Martika was on it. I think New Kids were on that one too. And like
they've been at the Smash
yeah,
Hits
like
parties.
Transmission Vamp and Kylie Minogue were on it and but I loved all those teen magazines, but I also used to like reading um I used to read Billboard a lot. Like I would go to the bookstore and just read it and like, especially the reviews. I like to see like who had new singles out. And then I loved
Mhm.
all the uh, like men's fashion magazines like Detour and like what was the other one? Details. They all started with D. Oh, and I loved Interview magazine. That was like the coolest magazine, I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, those are all good choices.
Yeah.
Not to be stuck on the Smash Hits poll winners party, but I remember Jordan kept winning most fanciable male and
Yeah.
best male, and I'm like, you're so perfect. Oh, how did you feel about grunge music when it came out?
Um Well, you know what's funny is because I liked it, but I was never like a huge Nirvana fan. Like I remember like Smells Like Teen Spirit being a huge thing, but I was a huge Hole fan. I loved Hole. Like Live Through This, that's like when I think of high school, that's like probably the album I think of because I used to love that album a lot. But I liked a lot of alternative music, so I don't know if it was all necessarily grunge, but I liked like the Cranberries, like that was very poppy, and like I love Bjork and um who else was of that era? Like the Breeders, I don't know if you remember that. I used to like the
Yep.
Lemonheads a lot, and I got into The Cure a lot and Depeche Mode, like a lot of those like new wave acts, like so yeah. I guess it's not necessarily grunge, but it's kind of alternative. Like they kind of all kind of went hand in hand. So
Yep. It's true. If you had to pick between Nirvana and Pearl Jam, which one's better?
I think I'm more familiar with Nirvana's music. It's like I'd say Nirvana.
Okay. I would pick neither.
Well,
I
I was
might
gonna say that, but I didn't want to be like, oh.
I would pick actually no, I didn't like them. I liked Soundgarden and Alice in Chains more.
Well, I like Hole. That can I change my answer to Hole?
Change it the whole is acceptable. Okay. What about favorite fashion trend?
Ooh, from the 90s.
Hmm.
Something that I never really did, but I always liked how it looked on other people were overalls.
Hmm.
Like I just thought they looked so cool, but I just couldn't pull it off. I remember buying some like eventually in the late 90s and we just looked like dorks. Like oh, but I know what my favorite fashion item from the 90s, Doc Martens.
Yes.
I had like bright blue Doc Martens in high school, and then I wore them through college. And then when I moved here in 99, I remember like going up the stairs to catch the train and I tripped over them. And I was just like, I can't wear these anymore. Like, so I got rid of them like an idiot. And now it's like, oh, I wish I had them still because they're so expensive.
They're expensive, but they last a long
I
time.
know they do. Yeah. And I think I had worn them so much, like the sole had like worn down. Because I
You
remember that
can't
yeah.
you can't wear them in winter though.
No, absolutely not.
You so that only gives me like 3, 4 months a year where I could actually wear them
Yeah. I
in
keep seeing
Canada.
you guys have like Ross in Canada. Like it's like a discount store.
We
It's
don't
like
have Ross.
okay, it's like TJ Maxx or like Marshall's, one of those stores. I keep seeing them there, and every time I go or I see them, they never have my size. It's always like a size up or a size below. And I'm like, oh, they never want me to have discount Doc Martens.
And also, if you're wearing the overalls, you have to have one side undone.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's you don't have to, but it's great. It's better if you do because we want to see the t-shirt you're wearing underneath.
Yeah, yeah, and I miss all like the band t-shirts from the 90s that I used to have and like the ringer tees and I don't know, like for whatever reason, like the Brady Bunch was like a big thing in the 90s and I had like a Jan Brady t-shirt and I remember I had I also had a Wonder Woman t-shirt of Linda Carter like going like this and I would wear it to school and people would come up to me and go choo 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 like so
Okay. Well, this is
yeah.
going to be my last question of the evening. Backstreet or NSYNC?
I liked NSYNC better, but I had a huge crush on Joey Fatone.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just like their music better. Like and plus I was familiar with JC from the Mickey Mouse Club. I
Mm.
for me the Mickey Mouse Club was up until the party. After then when the party left, I was like, I don't give a shit about the show anymore.
Me
So
too.
I didn't know who Justin Timberlake was. I didn't know who Christina was or Britney or Ryan Gosling. But I knew who JC was because he was still on when like the party had already left, but they would always come on and perform. So like I remember him and like Kerry Russell and Tony Luca and like all those people
Yeah.
before my era of Mickey Mouse. But yeah, I liked NSYNC. I used to love Tearing Up My Heart was my favorite, and I love Digital Get Down. Digital, digital get down.
That's a great song. And it's so like, ooh,
Yeah,
scandalous.
I know. I could throw you for a loop and been like, "O Town." But I only like one or two O-Town songs, so I can't remember
I don't
anymore.
know two O Town songs.
Yeah, like All or Nothing and Liquid Dreams. Those are the two I remember.
That's all I remember. But they seem like a good group.
But if you would have said 90s girl groups, then I would have been like, oh, we could have been here all day.
Well, I'm very much justice for JC, Team JC Chazé,
Oh,
always the
that
better
solo
singer.
album,
It's great.
All Day Long I Dream About Sex, like that was my jam back in the day. What was the other one? I can't remember. I don't know. I
There's
just remember
some good
that album.
ballads on there too, actually.
It was good. I like, what was it, Blowing Her Up with My Love or whatever? Like
Yeah, that's a good
first
song.
single. I was like, why isn't this a hit? Like, I never got it, but oh
It
well.
was so unfair. He should have had the same career, but you know what? That's okay. You know, JC had the better voice. He had the better
Yeah,
everything, in my opinion. Oh, Team
you
JC.
know. An adult is realizing that JC was always better.
Yes, that is growing up and realizing. Well, thank you for coming on today, Joe.
Problem. Sorry we took badmouth Vanessa Williams' album.
You started with being like, this is going to be a great album. And then I'm like, eh.
It's like, why do half of these songs sound the same? But you know what? It's a great album, and it had some cool like R&B, New Jack Swing songs that
Mhm.
have like stayed with us to this day. So
They can't all be like number one hits, right? They just sometimes there's some filler and it's okay.
yeah. Okay.
You can follow Dope Nostalgia on Instagram at dope_nostalgia and YouTube at Dope Nostalgia Podcast. Call and leave a message on our voicemail toll free. The number's 1-888-741-9192.
This podcast is licensed by SOCAN because we believe that artists should be paid for their work. Hey friends. I kind of miss getting those messages on my answering machine like we used to back in the day. What I'd really love is to hear from you, the listeners of Dope Nostalgia. This is your chance to be on the show, giving feedback, telling us what you love, what you hate, and who you'd like to see more of. Call us at our new toll-free number, 1-888-741-9192. Leave us some feedback. Your message could be played on the show. So give us a call, 1-888-741-9192. Toll free.